everyone and good morning. I'm Chanel from Stamping Stilettos, and I'm here to get on with my junk journal that we're doing at the moment, and this is a craft with me episode. I've got quite a lot to do today, so we're going to have a lovely fun day of crafting, which is our favourite place, isn't it? So I did do some pages, well, a page yesterday, which was this one here, which I love how it come out. And we have now this is a excuse me, just a like project life size card. So I need to mod podge this because I'm not quite happy with it being so flat, so that's another thing I need to do. So let's pop the little paper clip on there because I'm not quite happy with that. But the main job today is I want to cover these pockets, and I have actually picked out some card and some fabric for this side because I need to do this side and here. So what I've done in this pocket here, I have this little book, and the card that I used was this flower pattern there, and I had some left over, so I thought we could continue and put some further in the journal. So I had some left over, so what I've done is I have cut two pieces to fit these pockets here, which were 2.5 by 1, 2, 3 and 3/4, so 2.5 by 3 3/4. So I've cut two of those, and we use this fabric on the other ones of those, so I thought that looked quite nice there. And on Sunday at the car boot I picked up some vintage lace, so I thought that that would look lovely there. So that's that side. And then on this side I have some a paper printed out from a kit from Tsunami Rose, and this is the kit that I've been using with the bird, and it's got, you know, let me have a look, that's from the kit as well, so it's just following it on. So what I thought I'd do was cut down a piece there to fit there, and then again with some more of this cardstock I was going to make not a pocket, I'm going to do a belly band, but I'm going to do it at the end. And then another part of the kit is this double tag. So what I was going to do was then slip that like that. So we've got to, basically I'm going to cover this with coffee dyed paper and then stitch around it. So let's do one bit at a time because I'm just racing through. So what I'm going to do, I know I'm going at 100 miles an hour at the moment, so let's do this side first and we'll get on and we'll decorate the other side in a minute. So I plan on doing as much as I can today. So which way do I want the flowers? I think that way. So not that it really matters because I don't think it's really directional. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous sunny day here again. So I plan on going out a bit later on. So I thought I could make a start, really early today with this. It is only about 8:30 in the morning here. But obviously by the time I upload this, it will be later on in the day. But okay, so I think that's nice and attached. And then we have this, I do love this fabric. It is just amazing, and trust me, I have so much. Oh, we won't use the Fabri-Tac, don't I? I have so much of this fabric, so it's so nice to be using it at last. Right, oh, I've just got glue. Right, and then the last piece, I'm going to do that like that. Actually, as I'm getting closer and closer to finishing this journal, I'm more and more attached to it. And I said to Charmin last night, I said, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to give it away. So attached to it now. It's really grown on me. I'm like, oh, I do love it. I wonder if you all feel that way. So you guys out there that make your journals for gifts, you'll have to tell me how that works out if you get so attached. Okay, so we're going to put this lace there because I think that looks adorable, but I'm just worried, do we need something on this edge really, because I don't like it so much there. I like it at the bottom, so it kind of covers that bit there. So I might have to have a look in my stash and see, you know, what else I have. I don't know how I'm going to do this because it's obviously got lots of holes in it. I don't know if it just might be better to do it this way and then put more down. Let's have a look, shall we? Now this is proper old vintage lace. It's all discoloured and everything. Right, let's pop that down like that. And then I'm going to have to put some more down here. Don't think it came out, even though it looked like it had. I don't think it had. Ah, that looks lovely. Now, do I have something quite thin? I do have, oops, this pearl, but I'm not sure if that would stay on there. No, I think that's, I'm running a risk of it coming off if I do that. Ah, look what I found, some silver flowers. Nope, that doesn't work either. Right, let me have a look and see what else we have here. I'm looking for something quite thin, but the only trouble is I've only got like thin white lace. That might work. Oh yeah, right, okay, let's have a look. No, it doesn't work that way. Yeah, I think that one's probably the better of them. I actually do need to get, I must put that on my list then, some cream thin lace, because I don't really have anything in cream at all, I don't think. If I do, it's hiding somewhere. Let me just have another quick route through my See, I do actually have these flat back pearls. Let me have a look and see if that would work better. No, I like the lace, I think. Right, okay, so let us okay, pop that down. Oh, there you go. Might need to run some more. It's only because I can't see in this light if it's actually coming out. Okay. Right. Let's have a look. Oh, look, that wasn't done very well, Chanel. Oh dear. Right. Oh, I think I put a bit too much there now. Right, okay, so that's that done. I kind of like that. I might have to put a bit more under there, I think. Just in case, because I think that might catch otherwise. Okay. Right, okay, so what we need to do next is I need to cut down this piece here to go there, and then I need to do the back for this tag. So let me go and cut out a section here, and I might as well just do the back of that while I'm at it, and I'll be straight back. Okay, I'm back. Now, I don't know what happened. I messed up when I cut my paper up. My blade is on its way out, so it caught it and ripped it. So I've had to cut it short, but I don't think it matters because that's going to be up this end here. So I'm hoping we won't. I don't know now whether to use this piece now instead. It's just I didn't like this one as much with it, but I've gone and messed it up a bit. Oh, I don't know. Right, I'm going to have to go away and redo this because I messed up with the blade. So I'm going to go and do it and use this. Okay, so I've redone it, and I don't think my page is actually straight, and that's where my problem is. I think that when I've sewn it in, it hasn't been completely center. So what, it doesn't matter because I'm going to have this band up there. So what we're going to do, unless I put something to cover this, let me have a look and see what I've got here. Kind of just doesn't leave much journaling space though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to butt that up to there as much as I can. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Right, so let's just go for it and then we'll figure it out. So I'm going to distress the edges of these. we'll figure it out. So yeah, my page must have been a bit off. Right, so that's for that. That is off, isn't it? Oh my goodness me, it is a junk journal, so I'm gonna have to just grin and bear it. A bit of a perfectionist though, so okay, now getting there. Right, okay, so we're going to put some tacky glue. If it's not perfect, it's not perfect. I'm sure it will be just fine. Right. So I'm going to just put that in. I'm going to have to put something in that corner, aren't I? We're going to have to find something. Right, now this we are just going to attach there and there, because I want to use that as like a belly band, but instead of having it in the middle, oh, I don't know now. See, oh no, now I've really confused myself. No, that's the reason I didn't do that, because yeah, no, I'm staying with my original thought. Now, obviously, if I'd have thought about this in advance, I would have sewn this in to my journal, but not all of you have got sewing machines at home anyway, so it is good to, you know, see that you don't need a sewing machine. I would have done just to, you know, fix that in there, but next time I will know. But things, sometimes you don't come up with a thought until you start seeing the book evolve anyway. Now what I'm going to do, there's too much white up there for me, so I think what I'm going to do, let me get a scrap piece of paper under here, and I'm going to just distress the pages a bit more, just sort of around here. Be able to get in that corner. Right, now hopefully this will look a bit better. Now I'm going to need to find something to go in there, because I'm not happy with that at the moment. So, and this is going to go like that. So while I'm thinking about that and letting that dry a minute, I'm going to make this tag. Now, I cut some coffee dyed paper, and actually while I was there I thought I might as well do my other one that I have. And all we're going to do now, I want to stitch this on, so I'm going to just glue the centre, and then obviously we won't get it on our needles then. I think I have cut this just slightly over, so I'll have to trim it up. Okay, to trim this very slightly. I've not quite gone up to the edge there. Okay. Like that, and then I'm going to go and sew excuse me, around the edge with that. And this one I don't think I've gone up quite enough, but never mind. I'm going to distress the edges anyway, so like that. That's it. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take these over to the sewing machine, and I'm just going to sew all around the way around the edge and down the seams as well there, and I will come back and show you them. Right, okay, so I have gone and sewn these. I just need to snip these ends off. Right, that's one done. This one I might not use in the journal, but I thought I may as well do it while I was there. And then I have one made up for another day for another journal. So I'll put that to one side, and let's bring this back in. I want to just, I've got to hole punch and I have to distress, because I forget, you know, I must admit I'm terrible at forgetting to distress everything. I'm terrible. Forget all the time, but you know what, it doesn't really matter. Now, do I want to dull down these threads a little bit? Maybe. I don't think I'm going to bother inside though. I think I'm going to leave it as it is, like that, and then we just need to punch a hole. You know what, I'm going to do this individually just in case I mess up, which I have done before. Mind you, saying that, since I got the reinforcer rings, it doesn't matter so much because you can cover up your mistake, shall we say. So let's put some of these. Except I can never get these in place. I think actually the hole is slightly, no, it's fine. I seem to not be able to get it on properly. Right. And then I need to find a ribbon to go on it, and then I need to find something to go on the edge, I think, because I'm not quite happy how that's worked out. Right, okay, so oops, sorry, didn't mean to knock you like that. I'm just going to fold that. Oh, I didn't. There you go. Let's use my bone folder. Now, see, that looks good. I'm not sure about this straight edge here. I need to find something to put on there, and I need to find something to put on there. So, and also I've lost my ruched ribbon. I do not know what I've done with it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to probably finish off here because I do have to go out. But what I'll do when I come back next time, I would have found my ribbon to go here, and I'll find something to go down the edges. But at least we've finished this side, and we've nearly finished this side. So that just leaves this page here. And let's have a look what else we've got to do then. So that one's done, that's done, we're leaving that. We need to finish that, finish that. I want to do some Mod Podging, so what I might do, what did I do with that? Oh no, I want to Mod Podge that and this. So what I'm going to do, let me quickly Mod Podge them, and then they'll be dry for when we come back. Now I have already decorated this, so I'm going to have to Mod Podge around it. So let me get my Mod Podge out, and we're going to do that. Oops. Okay, now I'm going to use my gloss Mod Podge for this, and then when we come back later, these will be dried. I just didn't like that being so flat, and I do love the feel of Mod Podge on projects as well. So and I think just a little bit, don't really matter about this corner so much, but we'll put a little bit on anyway. So I'll leave that to dry, and we're just going to do this one as well. And then we can do a bit more with this later on today. So I'm going to go and nip out, and I will be back later. There you go. Right. Another job done. I knew that was going to curl up, so what we're going to have to do is leave it, and then we might have to put something on it to flatten it later on. So alright my lovelies, I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. I will be back later to do some more. So take care for now, and see you all later on. Bye bye.